Thanks for that endorsement, Wayne. I think many of you are aware that the Central Utah Project Completion Act, or CUPCA as we call it, was enacted in 1992, which increased the appropriation ceiling, but also turned responsibility for completion of the Bonneville unit over to the Central Utah Water Conservancy District, which Gene Shawcroft is here with us today. And it turned responsibility for mitigation and conservation over to a presidential commission, the Utah Reclamation, Mitigation, and Conservation Commission. We call them the Mitigation Commission. Excuse me. CUPCA envisioned a partnership among these entities to complete the Bonneville unit, and Reclamation is a key part of that. They provide many services to the program as well. Work began in 1993 with the first appropriation under CUPCA, and many projects have been completed, including the Wasatch County Water Efficiency Project, the Diamond Fork System, the Uinta Basin Replacement Project, the Provo River Restoration Project, 37 water conservation projects, just to name a few. But a lot of work has been accomplished since then. CUPCA also includes the Ute Indian Right Settlement Act as Title V of CUPCA, and all of the appropriations for that settlement have been made. And we continue to work with the Ute tribe to implement the settlement and the projects that are covered under that title. I wanted to talk about the construction, the ongoing construction. Utah Lake System is being constructed. It's the last component of the Bonneville unit. A record of decision was signed in 2005, and construction started in 2007. And currently there's 3 projects that are underway on the system. One is at the mouth of Provo Canyon, and that's Orem Reach 1B. And once completed, that will provide municipal and industrial water to Salt Lake County and also water to Provo River for the endangered species. I wanted to mention also the water that will be conveyed into Utah County will be by summer deliveries by way of the Provo River Aqueduct, which is owned and operated by Keith DeNoss and the Provo River Water Users Association. And he's here with us today as well. Also under Utah Lake, we have the Springville-Mapleton regulating tank, which is under construction and will be completed late this year or early next year, which will provide equalization for water and pressurization for the Mapleton-Springville lateral system. And we're also working on phase 2 of that system, which will upgrade the connections for pressure and also provide deliveries to Hobble Creek for the endangered June sucker. The remaining Utah Lake System features that are yet to be completed include 2 pipelines in South Utah County, which will deliver 30,000 acre-feet to the 10 cities in South Utah County, as well as the Diamond Fork power plants. Planning is also underway right now on the Olmsted Hydroelectric Power Replacement Project, which is at the mouth of Provo Canyon. This is a power plant that is nearly 100 years old. It's owned by the United States through acquisition 25 years ago, and it's sorely in need of replacement. We have an environmental assessment that's out currently. A draft is out for public review. We're working on the contracts and agreements. And partners with that project include Central District, Western Area Power Administration, our office, and also the Bureau of Reclamation. We hope to be underway with that and have the power plant commissioned in 2018. I wanted to mention a few projects that we have going with the Mitigation Commission. They are currently working on the Lower Duchesne River Wetlands Project, and that's mitigation for wetlands lost from the Ute tribe. It's mitigation for the Ute tribe. That project will be finished in 2018. It's being constructed by the Bureau of Reclamation Force Account crew from the Provo area office, which is very key to that project. We also are underway with the planning on the Provo River Delta Restoration Project, which is mitigation and habitat development for the June sucker. And we have a final EIS and hope to have a record of decision early next year, and that will be a very key component of recovery of the June sucker. I wanted to mention just a few milestones, and I think these are fairly significant for all of us here. Work on the Utah Lake system has progressed to the point that we were able this year to issue the first block notice on the Utah Lake system. The pipeline's not completed, but it is finished to a point that we issued a block notice for 7,000 acre-feet for in-stream flows for the endangered June sucker. This is significant not only for the CUPCA program, but also for the June sucker recovery implementation program, and I think for the community. It's the first time in 70 years that water has been in Hobble Creek in late summer, so that's a very significant milestone. Through the coordinated effort, the CUPCA program and other partners that make up the June sucker RIP have made significant strides towards recovery of the endangered June sucker. Gene Shawcroft and Keith DeNoss are here with us today. They're on the administrative committee of the recovery program. And we feel like we've made significant progress that we hope to see downlisting of that species in the near future. And also important is the fact that we are on the verge of delivering 30,000 acre-feet of municipal and industrial water to Salt Lake County. And then closely on the hills, we want to turn our attention to South Utah County and delivery of an additional 30,000 acre-feet in that part as well. Now, although our appropriations have been significantly curtailed recently, work has slowed down, but it does continue and due largely in the part of the Central Utah Water Conservancy District, who are using their own local funds to continue construction, and also to the Mitigation Commission, who are using the annual interest from their investment account to keep work going. I believe we've made significant progress on the CUPCA program due largely to our partnership arrangement. I'd like to thank the Bureau of Reclamation for your support in implementing the program. Thank you.